live. I'm fresh back from a game of paddle. I've just beaten a jolly good chap from down the road. He had no chance against me. He was 65 years old, but I don't care because I smashed him to bits. And now I'm the greatest paddle player south of Watford.
Well, that was an expert intro, sir. Thank you very much.
I think I nailed it.
I reckon you nailed. I think people must have been fooled there that you were me.
People will be like, "Oh my goodness, I've got
Yeah.
completely confused. I thought that the other guy was the financial navigator."
Yeah. Right, so my X is up and working. So's my Instagram. I don't know if you want to just check.
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Also, how do I see?
Is live.
Is our YouTube live? How do I see?
Hold on.
We should be streaming to YouTube.
Yes, I don't know if we're streaming to YouTube. I can't see it.
I put the thing in. It's supposedly on.
Can you see it? Because mine just says.
I'm going to refresh it. I can't see anything my end. I'm going to Google it on my other account. Let's have a butch. Oh, it says we are live. We're live.
Are we live? Are we live on YouTube for the first time?
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Come on.
We are live on the YouTube.
Come on.
You love to see it, Jeff. You love to see it.
Amazing.
Right, so today we are live for the first time on 3 platforms. The mighty Instagram, X, and YouTube. Be sure to follow all accounts. We also have a TikTok. Unfortunately, we can't go live on that just yet. We need 1,000 followers. So be sure to head over to TikTok and drop us a follow.
Link in the description.
Yeah, link will be in the description of the YouTube video below. You can also find the link in our Instagram as well. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode Crypto Waffle 75.
3/4 of a century.
Not bad, eh?
That's not bad. Not bad for 2 old geezers from England.
Old?
1 old geezer from England.
Well, I'd say you're pushing it, even saying old.
Yeah. Okay. One almost middle-aged geezer from England, and one young geezer from England.
Yeah. Indeed. Right.
So,
what are the topics today, sir? What are we doing?
Oh, we're squeezing 6 topics in where we normally squeeze 3.
I think I did a fabulous job of that, by the way.
I thought that was amazing. For those who are paying attention, we normally have a post on Instagram that goes out about an hour before we go live that just says what the topics are and what's been happening, because everything has been happening in crypto over the past week, is that I have been putting the topics in our Telegram beforehand in the hopes that the financial navigator will decide to just start delving into some of the techie parts of the industry. He's got no interest in that. He's just here to make more and more money.
And spread education.
True. So, what are the topics? I've got them written down, right? Okay, first one. So I'll go through them as a whole, and then I'll go through them one by one, and I'm going to race through them, right? Because otherwise I'll be yapping for ages. So BIP.
I mean, sorry, just before you start, the other one we haven't mentioned is what's happened with Aave.
Yeah,
another thing.
Yeah, I've got that here.
Oh, that's in. Maybe. I don't think I put that in the topics.
Okay.
But
okay.
Yeah, something to add to.
And that's going to be the title of this video. I'm going to do it as clickbait. So the title will be "How to Make Money When Crypto Gets Hacked."
Aave dies. And then our faces on the screen.
I tried to put faces in our thumbnails and you told me no. I really want our faces there.
Go for it. Try it. But I think we actually have to do our actual faces, not like an AI face.
You don't like computer faces or AI faces. You want your real face.
No, they have to be legitimate faces.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, yeah, we got the Aave hack, which has been pretty big news. The doom and gloomers are trying to make a bit more out of it than they really need to. BIP 361, which is all about Satoshi's coins and the quantum threat. Hyperbridge. are crying. I'm going to show you their tweet. Cal-Fi got exploited. That's much of a nothingness. James Wynn, do you remember him?
Yeah, the leverage trader that was
Yeah.
going like, well, I mean, he was a billionaire, wasn't he, at one point?
Well, and then we're going to talk about Thorchain and Monero and their new integration, which is
Okay,
doing well. So, should we start at the top of the list and work our way down? We'll,
go for
we'll
it.
end with the Aave hack because I think
Yeah.
that's the most important one. All right, BIP 361. So that is, if I can, I wonder if I can share my screen here. Okay, right. So there's two sides to this, right? And the title of this does a brilliant job of summing up the two sides. So BIP 361, proposal akin to seizing Bitcoin from users. Expert. I guess it's, let's say, expert opinion. I don't know what qualifies a person to be an expert, but let's go. So BIP 361 is basically a proposal to freeze Satoshi's coins. I don't know if it's only Satoshi's coins or if it's a bunch of coins which haven't moved in that time. The reason why is because quantum computing is coming and quantum computing will be able to move those coins. Because what needs to happen is your coins need to move from an old address scheme or an old wallet type to a new wallet type, which is a
And that's
simple.
to be protected, right?
That's to be protected because the new wallet types, quantum computers can't hack them. The old wallet types, quantum computers can hack them. So you have to move from the old wallet types to the new wallet types, and you have to do it before quantum computing becomes a thing. Google last month turned around and said you got 3 years. So people in the Bitcoin community have put together this proposal, which is the Bitcoin Improvement Proposal number 361, which effectively is a plan to upgrade the network. But it's a plan to upgrade the network without the owner's consent, which is where things get a bit dicey. Now, of course, for the health of the entire network, these coins have to be seized because if they are not seized, then they will be lost. So you've got a choice. If they are lost, that puts the integrity of the entire network at risk as far as value is concerned. It's a bit of a moral quandary for some people. I don't know how you'd feel about it. I'm going to ask you at the end of my summary, which will be very soon. So prepare yourself. But I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel like it is necessary. And I also feel like whoever's coins they are, whoever Satoshi is, they don't care. They don't care to move them. They don't care to want them. I think they don't want them. I think they never want to move them. I think they will never move. And I think moving these or seizing them is the best way forward. I think we spoke about this briefly before. There are two ways that this scenario, well, three ways this scenario ends. You either accept the seizure or you make a new chain. In your humble opinion, Financial Navigator, do you feel like these coins should be seized, or do you think that we should just allow quantum computing to run its course?
Well, I assume they've only brought this up due to everyone panicking about quantum computing again.
Absolutely. Yep.
I personally would think at the moment they should probably just leave it until we actually get closer to actually having quantum computing, which they obviously seem to keep changing all the time. I do think, I mean, the current value of them, I'm just having a look, of Satoshi's Bitcoins is between 76 to 135 billion. So it's a decent chunk. If they were to come to the market, that could create a shit ton of sell pressure. And even if it was to get hacked, and maybe the hack of Satoshi's wallet will be the top of a bull market at some point in time, and everybody panic. I think it's right that what they're proposing. I don't think it's a bad thing. But I just think they're doing it because of this whole quantum computing thing again. I think we need to kind of just wait and be like, right, okay, well, we think it's going to be so and so. What happens if we have a lack of infrastructure build out in the AI space, data space, and then quantum computing gets pushed back a 5 years? That's what people aren't thinking about. They're assuming this is going to come in 2-3 years' time. When what if we were to have some sort of energy?
We're hoping. We're
Yeah.
hoping that maybe it's not so. But what if it's in 12 months? What if it does happen? Let's say, for example, that it definitely happens next year on Christmas Day. Like there is no stopping it. That's the day when it gets
Well, I
released.
think you have to freeze them, don't you? You have to move them. But then again, like you say, it throws up a big debate with regards to doing that to every other Bitcoin that's never moved from that area.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets a bit maybe some guys just happy sat with what he's done and not touched it. If he's were to then get moved, then thinking that they're not
See,
used anymore.
so it's a difficult one because there is some precedent, which is the Ethereum stroke Ethereum Classic chain rollback when Ethereum got hacked in 2016, I believe, maybe
Because I
2017.
assume, let's say Roger, right, has got some Bitcoins on an old wallet from 2010. He hasn't touched his wallet for God knows how long. He's still got it, not really kept up with it, just bought some, kind of forgot about it. If, say, a year's time, so next Christmas or whenever we just said, they get moved or frozen without him even knowing, he comes on, wants to sell them, what does he do?
It's tough. He can't sell them. They're gone. They're no
Yeah, see,
longer his.
that's where I think it's wrong, in a sense.
Yeah, then they're no longer his. So I'm just reading a few tweets here, and some people are saying some things which are actually changing my mind a little bit on this. And what they're saying is that currently the narrative is burn them to prevent theft, but it's still a rule change that proves that the network can touch the coins. Now,
Yeah.
I guess everybody always has known that that's possible. Like we've always known that's possible. People say we might do it when we run out of coins to mine. And then we might do it once we reach the 21 million limit. We might change it so that there's something else that happens. So we've always known that there can be these rule changes. I don't think that Bitcoin is supposed to be something where the rules never change. I think it's supposed to be something where you always know what the rules are. And I think that's a small distinction.
I mean, because when quantum does come, will we not have quantum proof wallets?
Yes, but you have to move your coins from an old one to a new one.
Because I quite like that tweet that's above the one that's you're showing now. I'd take the quantum hit, even a 50 to 80% drawdown. It's preferable to introducing protocol level seizure.
Yeah,
Because it kind of sets a precedent if once it's done, isn't it?
I think so. I do think so. Now, I think setting precedents is fine. I think that the real truth is when it changes, the good thing is that you can always see it because you can always see the code. And if it changes so you can't see the code, then people move away from Bitcoin. And I think that's fine. So I'm in the camp that they should freeze the coins. I'm in that camp. They should freeze the coins for the.
I think if they're going to do it, though, they'd have to put out some sort of warning to like everyone that's owned Bitcoin saying that you need to upgrade your wallet in the next 6 months, otherwise your tokens will be frozen.
Yeah.
And they need to do a really good like PA job.
And that's going to be hard,
of
right?
it. Yeah.
That's going to be hard. That's going to be hard. And there will be people, rightfully or wrongly, honestly or not, who turn around and say, "Oh, I didn't know." And
Yeah,
now I can't
there
get
might
my,
be.
yeah, now I can't get my Bitcoin. All right, Hyperbridge. Let's talk
What
about.
is Hyperbridge? Tell
Let's
me.
talk about these fools. This is going to make you laugh. So these guys got hacked. Let me just show you their.
What is Hyperbridge first? Is it a DeFi product? What is it?
Yeah, it's a bridge.
Oh, okay.
So two different networks to move tokens or coins from one network to the other, you need a bridge. Bridge sits in the middle, takes a message from this network that says, I want to move my coins, and then puts a message on this network that says, here's your coins, and gives you the coins on this network. If the bridge gets compromised, what will happen is you'll send a message saying, I want to move these coins when you don't actually have the coins. And on this side, you just drain all the coins that are in the bridge's network. And that's what happened to Hyperbridge.
Are
They
these an old team or new?
kind of new. November 2022, it says here. So
Okay.
I guess this is
Play
their
on ETH, I assume.
this is their first network. This is their first cycle. Are they a play on ETH? I would assume they're on everything because there's all the ETH channels here, but there's
Right.
also Polkadot, and the rest of these are all ETH based. Yeah, but there is Polkadot there in this image.
Okay.
So, what do they bridge? I don't
By
know.
the way, their photo is the world's safest bridge.
Can you imagine? This has aged horrifically. I don't like to laugh.
I
at
think you're
people
asking for it if you put that as the front, to be
But-
honest.
And it feels like, and I think rightfully so, that there are a lot more hacks at the moment because I think hackers are now using AI to just become a lot better.
Yeah.
They're finding a lot more vulnerabilities. They're finding them quicker, and it's taking a lower skill set to be able to find
I was
vulnerabilities.
actually going to ask you that today, if you reckon a lot of these exploits that's happened
Yeah,
are probably
so.
using the likes of Claude, ChatGPT, and
absolutely.
other
I don't think
ones.
it's so much. I don't think it's so much which model you use. I think it's the harness around the model. So you can put software around your model to make it do certain things better.
Yeah.
So I guess like the body of a car could be more aerodynamic, it's not just the engine kind of thing. Anyway, they've got this thing, world's safest bridge. They get hacked and then they start crying. But the thing that I really like
What
with
were they
this
hacked
guy-
for, like dollar value?
Oh, I don't know. $2.5 million.
Oh, it's not that much.
Yeah, it's nothing. Peanuts. In comparison to Aave, or the Kelp DAO, was it?
Yeah.
In comparison to that, yeah, obviously. Upwards. Most of the increase reflecting losses from incentive pools across Ethereum-based BNB chain and Arbitrum.
I assume they fixed the hack now, have they?
I don't know. But here's the tweet, right? I'll read this out in case you can't see it. During our ongoing investigation into the April the 13th token gateway exploit, we have identified that a number of regular Hyperbridge users, distinct from the original attacker, also withdrew funds from the DOT escrow during or shortly after the incident. So what happened is the bridge got hacked, people found out, everybody was like, oh, free Polkadot, run over there, get your free stuff, and that's what they've done.
Yeah.
After the attacker drained the pools, the price of DOT in those pools became severely distorted relative to their assets. This meant that a small amount of another token could be swapped for a disproportionately large amount of DOT, which some users bridged back to Polkadot. Okay. Whether or not this was done with full understanding of the circumstances, these funds belong to the affected liquidity providers whose pools were drained. Okay, so this is BS. We are offering a 14-day voluntary return window. Funds returned to the address below will be treated as good faith acts. After this window closes, wallet addresses still holding unreturned funds will be referred to law enforcement alongside the on-chain evidence our forensic partners have compiled. These wallets have been identified for their full transaction histories and are documented.
So what they're saying is, if you've accidentally done it and not known, you got 14 days to send it back. If not, we're sending you to the Jean de la Plus.
Yeah, otherwise we're snitching. Now, the problem I've got with this, first of all, snitches get stitches, right? For a start. And that's just the rule, right? Second of all, if I go to a bridge and there is a price and you quote me a price and I take you up on that price, that's not my problem, right? That's not my problem. You got hacked, your system was broken, and you didn't or couldn't stop it. And therefore, I came and I done a deal with your system. The end.
They should effectively be plugging this hole themselves.
Yeah, like you can't tell me I have to undo my deal. I've done the deal, bro. Deal's done.
Yeah, it just so happened that it worked in your favor and not theirs.
Yeah, yeah. It's not. It's literally. It's not my fault. It's not my problem. I asked you the price. How much dot do I get for this much ETH? You told me. I thought that's a lot, and I quickly bought it before you changed your mind. That's it. So go on in Hyperbridge, snitch, call the police if you want to. I don't think anything illegal has been done here by those other people. But you literally told people to exploit any bugs they could find.
Yeah, I didn't go down very well.
Yeah. So that's Hyperbridge. I don't know. Other podcasts, they do things like they have Donkey of the Day. Who has Donkey of the Day?
I can't say I've heard of Donkey of the Day.
Yeah, Donkey of the Day. Well, these guys are Donkey of the Day. Should we do James Wynn quickly?
Yeah, go for it. So all I know about James Wynn, right, is he was a big Hyperliquid user, and he blew up. Well, off the top of my head, I want to say at least 4 or 5 accounts, and I'm talking like hundreds of millions.
Yeah. So, he came unknown guy from a small town in the UK, no background in finance. Hold on, is this you?
Shh, not meant to tell anyone.
2023 discovers crypto, finds Pepe early on, turns 7k into millions, peak reaches 83 million unrealized, becomes the main character, starts trading meme coins. March 2025, joins Hyperliquid. That's around the time you joined Hyperliquid. Discovers leverage. That's you. Oh, well, there you go. Now we know it's not you. Starts using 40x positions.
Yeah, I'm on like 1x.
that's you. You're free to go. Makes 46 million in weeks. Opens a 1.27 billion BTC long. May 2025, market turns, gets liquidated over and over, loses 85 millions in days. Asks followers for donations. So people then
What?
Yes, asks followers donations. Gets 50k. Sends part back to trade again. Keeps opening 4x positions, 40x positions. Goes from 50k back to millions. So March to April 2026. He then suffers 6 liquidations in 2 weeks. Account goes from millions back to $900 in just 1 year. No comeback. And then he launches his own meme coin. Starts promoting his pre-sale. No one goes for it. Raises $5,000. Calls for a meme takeover. And he's gone from 83 million to basically zero.
That's crazy.
One of the clearest examples of what leverage does to you.
And that's why I don't use big leverage.
Yeah.
Because if you were to get a big win on something, it's like winning the lottery, isn't it? I think what's the stat? Is it 90? It's like something like 95% of all lottery winners end up being broke 5-6 years later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because no one knows how to manage that sort of money.
Yeah, been there. You're not supposed to know. It's not for the average man.
No.
Crypto trader James Wynn. Right, so that's James Wynn, unfortunately.
So Hyperliquid are rubbing their hands going, thank you very much, James. Thanks for all of that.
Well, anyone who's providing liquidity or whoever was on the other side of his trades.
Yeah.
Sometimes that could have been us, I guess. It could be anybody.
Yeah, that is crazy. But
CalFi, well, we can skip CalFi. CalFi is not much. They lost control of their front end.
Right.
Let's see what happened to them. Right, okay. We'll speak about CalFi actually.
When you say lost control of their front end, is that like another hack sort of thing, or?
Yeah. So what happened was, say you go to the CalFi website, which I'm not going to do because they have said that they've lost control of their.
And this is another DeFi thing, right?
Yeah, I think it's like a Uniswap. I think it's a Uniswap fork across multiple chains.
Okay. I can't say I've ever used it.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not able to load the posts or the replies.
Maybe they just closed the account down.
Nah, because they're not dead. It's not that serious of a it's not that serious of an exploit. Okay, CalSwap. Oh, maybe they have closed them down.
Maybe the hackers got control of it, so they just contacted X and told them to stop it.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, the Cal-Fi site, all right, has been flagged as malicious. So, what happens when your wallet is connected? Um, you, if your wallet is connected, then you revoke your approvals immediately. Remember, we went through that like about 2 years ago,
Yeah,
showing people how to revoke all your
we
approvals.
should probably
Disconnect your
redo
wallet.
that. You know.
We should do that like every 6 months or so, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Wallet hygiene. Avoid any interaction with the DApp. So if you go to this site and you try to make a swap, what will happen is your front end will be telling you one thing's happening, but in your wallet, something else will be happening. So if you're not checking to double check that the addresses on the screen and the addresses in your wallet are the same, you'll end up sending your money somewhere else. Or worse still, you'll end up giving an approval to whatever smart contract they've got hooked up there to just drain your wallet. And that would be terrible. It does happen. It's not happened to me, touch wood, but I do know people that it's happened to. Not with this specific one. Okay, so they got control back as normal. Cal Finance for some time. Here's the update we knew about the incident so far. Should you know how it's impacted. So yes, they've got it back now. It's working, but their thread isn't working. So when something like this happens, I don't know. I think
There's not really much you can do, to be honest, is
there's
there?
not much you can do, and it's unfortunate because losing control of your front end, it can happen in a whole heap of ways. But unfortunately, they've lost control of theirs. So stay vigilant when you are doing swaps. Make sure that what is being shown on your screen is exactly the same as what's being shown on your wallet. If for whatever reason you feel like something isn't the same, stop what you're doing. Don't go any further. And let's move on. Let's go on to 4chain. Oh no, do you know what? I think it's my ex.
Do you want me to have a go on mine?
Yeah, I think it's under my ex because I can't even see 4chain. No,
What am I searching? Just ThorChain.
yeah. Let me stop sharing.
Right, let me share. Can you see this?
I can.
Oh, mine's doing the same.
Oh, X is down.
Yeah.
X is down. Yes, problems with X.
Oh well, not much we
Alright.
can do there.
Right. Okay. So I'll explain it then quickly. 4chain is a decentralized network for bridging tokens from one to another, from one place to another. It's a bit different to how Hyperbridge works because that's just a cross-chain protocol. 4chain is a network of its own. So effectively, you're communicating directly to nodes which host both a Bitcoin node and a 4chain node, and also a 4chain node and an Ethereum node. So when you're moving from Bitcoin to 4chain, from 4chain to Ethereum using the same nodes. So it's a lot more secure than just a protocol to message between networks. All right, fine. So 4chain I've always had a love-hate relationship with these guys. I love what they're doing. I love that hello girl. I love that they're going fast and breaking things. What I don't love is that sometimes I think they can be a little bit reckless. They had a loans protocol a couple of years ago that was always going to blow up. It blew up. People lost money, including me. They've been hacked before. They came up with Binance, but they are probably best in class when it comes to cross-chain dexes, I would say, still. So they're probably still the best cross-chain dex that exists. Anyway, for them to get Monero onto their 4chain has always been almost impossible. So there was always talk about it happening, talk about it happening. Nobody could do it until this guy comes along called Kayaba. Now, Kayaba is a good friend of mine. We used to have a podcast when he was building something called Meros, which was like a digital cash. So it was supposed to be like cash, but crypto. Super cheap, super fast, super good. He got quite far with that, but eventually he had to abandon it for whatever reason. Code's still up there. You can go and look at it. And there's like about 50, no, maybe not 50, there's like maybe about 20 videos of me and him just going over what he's building. Like super technical, super in depth. Like we're all over GitHub issues and we're talking about schemas and cryptography and all this crap, right? Anyway, that guy comes along. He is a legit genius. And he comes along and he's like, right, we can do this if we do blah, 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 this, that, and the other. He then rewrites the entire Monero code base in Rust, and he does another implementation of something else, which he calls Frost. Let me get this right. I'm probably not going to get it right. So I'm just going to carry on and butcher it, right? Anyway, with this, what he's built, some other guy called Boone has, and Boone is like me, right? So he's not like a top level dev. He's like a guy who knows a bit about a bit and he can throw stuff together. But he's got more minerals than me because I wouldn't dare do this, what he's done. So what he's done is he's got AI and he's hacked together a way for the Rust implementation and for 4chain nodes to actually communicate. So he's hacked it together so that you can now launch Monero on 4chain. Now, this is super important for Monero because at the moment, Monero is banned from a lot of
Exchanges.
exchanges because of its privacy. So a lot of exchanges you can't get Monero on. Now, 4chain has a lot of volume, like massive volume is on 4chain. If you get Monero on 4chain, that would mean massive volume. It would also mean anytime anybody hacks anything, they're always going to just route through Monero on their way out. It'll give them a 3-year head start because quantum computing busts all of Monero's history, but that's another talk for another day. So anyway, this Boom guy has built this thing, and the topic now becomes, you've built this using AI. Now, when you build things using AI, you're going to introduce vulnerabilities. Loads of them. Loads of them. Now, what he's saying, me and Boone actually got into it on Twitter. Hopefully, we might be able to see how
See your tweets.
Yes, because I somebody else tweeted and said, look, we can see it. Let me share my screen quickly. Oh, this will do it. If I go here. Oh, how do I look at the whole thing? So here we go. Okay, so what you said is this 4chain swap seems risky because it was built with AI. Everyone should know about this. The Sarai DEX seems carefully crafted and audited. Now, the Sarai DEX is what Kayaba moved on to create, which will be able to exchange between Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Monero. I think he's adding Polkadot as well, but I don't know. I haven't followed it closely recently. Now, what he's done, he's gone and got audits done. It's taken him years. He's gone over everything with a fine-tooth comb, and he's a legitimate genius, and it's cutting-edge stuff that he's doing, right? Fine. What Boone has done is he's found the two GitHub repos. He's gone to AI. He said, right, let's get this to work. And AI's like, I got you, buddy. And it's made it work. And it works. Right. It will work, but we won't know what it can do or what it can't do. So this was what upset me, right? So the Boone guy then comes in and says, what do you think is risky? And this guy, he's like an artist or whatever. I don't know who he is, but he's...
Who, Boone or Galileo?
This Giallo, right? He's not really technical. So he's like, I don't really know, right? What he's saying is he's not educated. He's not a dev. I'm not a dev. Like, he's just a guy. He doesn't really know. But what he does know is one guy has taken years and been meticulous, and you've done it with AI. So I feel like the AI one's a bit riskier. And I think that's good gut instinct I think that's good intuition, but you can't explain it, right? And so the Boone guy then gets a little bit like this comment in particular, I really didn't like. What is the actual risk you think exists, like precisely? So that upset me. So I was like, well, look, you can't say exactly what you think's the risk is because there's a process for that. If I find a weakness in something you've built, I don't just put it on Twitter for everyone else to come and smash up your protocol so you can say, oh, we're going to call the police and woo. I have to do what we call responsible disclosure, which means I have to communicate with you through channels that we know no one else is listening to you. I have to show you what the issue is and I have to show you how to recreate it, all that sort of stuff. So I've said that here. I said you can't do that. I've said here's the reason why we're shaking our heads, because I spoke to a few other guys and was all like, this is a bit crazy. AI code is probabilistic, which means that sometimes it will do something, but it will only probably do it. It might do something else. It's like Arsenal will probably win the league, but they might not, right? So it's not deterministic. It's not like, oh, you buy 10 players, you definitely win. Like it's sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. The area in between is where all the exploits live. So you make code and you want X to do Y, but you need to know it can only do Y, because if X can also do Z, A, B, and C, I can exploit you. Said all this stuff, this, that, the other. And eventually we got to the crux of it. And what he's saying, what the Boom guy is saying is, we're going to put this on testnet, and it's only the validators that can lose money if this goes wrong. It's going to go wrong. Guaranteed. Like, I'll put money on it now. It's going to go wrong. This thing's going to get busted. It has to get busted. There's no way AI is coding anything without 100 holes in it. That doesn't matter what he says, right? So whatever it is, it's going to get busted. Now, the extent of what happens when it gets busted is where he's finding a place to mitigate it. But the point is, and the discussion point now becomes, coding with AI introduces vulnerabilities. So you're coding things that are not as safe or as secure at the moment, right? Because soon AI coding will be able to close all these vulnerabilities. That's the way it works, right? During that time, is it worth the risk to code with AI knowing the stuff will get broken? Or should we be being safe and secure and having everything take 3 to 5 years to build? That's worth building. My risk tolerance is high. So I'm with Boone. I'm like, just build it. If it falls over, it falls over. Like YOLO. But is that sensible? Is that good for 4chain? Because when everybody sees 4chain's hacked again, they're gonna be like, oh,
not
maybe
again.
yeah, maybe I should go and use something else, kind of thing.
Yeah, people are just going to lose faith in it.
People will lose faith. And for the broader ecosystem, we are getting these hacks, and it is a little bit embarrassing. Like maybe we should do what we can to be moving a little bit more professionally. But crypto is open. Everybody can enter. Everybody can do everything the way they want to do. It's transparent. You do what you're doing. People can put their value there if they want to, or not if they don't want to. So I thought it was worth sharing, just because it's a massive deal for Monero. If they do get this 4chain integration, I would expect Monero to pump off the back of it. Not so much because of the volume that it opens up, but because the next big exploit is getting washed through Monero if Monero's on 4chain. And that's the next big exploit on any Ethereum chain, or we're not going to get one on Bitcoin, but any Ethereum chain or anything else that is connected through 4chain, which is quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought I would share.
Wouldn't
that.
surprise me.
Yes, and that brings us on nicely to
Aave,
our last hack of the week.
which has happened relatively, was it this week?
Yeah, well, everything's happened this week. It's been a busy week.
And what's the word I'm looking for? We masterfully traded this Aave hack a couple of weeks back,
Yeah.
and we'll run through that once you've explained what's happened.
Are they the actual hack? I don't really know. I haven't actually looked into it, right? All I
Right,
know
okay.
is that it wasn't actually Aave that was hacked, it was someone else that was hacked. And they hacked positions that they could go and dump on Aave
Yeah.
and borrow against on Aave. And then obviously Aave have got this bad debt because that money's never coming back. I don't really understand. I've not looked into it properly enough. What I do know is that the Aave price dropped and it was a large amount. Hundreds of millions of dollars has been
It's like
taken.
200 and something million, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah. And then billions has been wiped from the TVL because obviously the debt's all bad now.
Yeah,
So
people aren't best pleased with it.
people aren't best pleased. It's a tough.
How does that affect people that are staking their Aave with Aave?
There's conflicting stories about this, right? So some people are saying that the people who are lending on Aave now can't withdraw. But then there
Right.
are other people who are saying, I withdrew. I just withdrew just
Right,
now.
okay.
So I don't know. There's obviously ways you can find out. You can just go and look on chain, look at the
Yeah, I mean,
Aave market.
I have some Aave staked. Not that I've done anything with it.
I don't think it's the staked Aave that's the problem. It'll be the Aave specifically that's in the
Oh,
lending.
that I've used for the borrowing stuff.
Yeah, it'll be specifically the lending and the borrowing. So your staked Aave should be fine. But it's the lending and the borrowing that may be a problem, and it will be only specific lending and borrowing, and it will be only specific chains as well. So I don't know who's really affected, but I dare say people have been affected. So the Aave team have confirmed that they'd frozen the RS ETH markets on their V3 and V4 deployments. He said that the incident raised concerns over the protocol security and prompted retail investors to exit their positions rapidly. I didn't know that Aave could close down their markets so quickly. I thought it had to go for a vote. Obviously not. Makes sense though that they would have that for these situations. Prices dropped and everybody's sad. Massive hack. Much ado about. Well, actually, let's see. Let's see what the Kelp DAO exploit was. I'm literally just typing into Google what was the Kelp DAO exploit exactly.
I mean, I haven't seen much of it on my timeline, but it might be because I don't follow
Okay,
a lot
so
of these DeFi things.
Kelp DAO have tried to pass the buck. They're saying it's Layer Zero's fault.
It's usually what happens, isn't it? Try and blame someone else.
Yeah. That's first rule of management. Never take the blame. And the second rule of management is always take the credit. My uncle taught me that, and he was a top manager. Setup was faulted for running layer zeros onboarding. Okay. Oh gosh.
Explain to us, explain.
Okay, so layer zero, they're saying that the verification for these things is a single source across major chains.
So it's not just that chain that could be potentially affected.
Yeah, so what they're saying is no. What they're saying is that layer zero have said that you're supposed to have multi verifier, so you've got redundancy, so that one set of keys getting hacked doesn't allow people to just come and do whatever the hell they want with your particular bridge. So layer zero might be like a white label solution. I'm not too sure on this, right? But I'm just trying to figure out from these few bits, right? Kelp claims that the attack was limited to the layer zero powered bridge and not its core restaking project. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Kelp, it looks like Kelp had a single verifier set up. So this massive bridge with all these hundreds and thousands or hundreds of millions of dollars had a single verifier. So
Really?
that's what it looks like.
How have they ballsed that up? Who's in charge of this stuff? Even I'd know better to do to have more than one signature.
Yeah, this is crazy.
That is nuts. Stupidity. Pure
So Layer
stupidity.
Zero is saying that they repeatedly warned Kelp and said you need to move away from a single verifier setup.
And they
Um,
didn't listen.
but well, Kelp was saying that's not what happened.
Wow.
Uh, they're saying that it was a sophisticated state-sponsored attack. They're going to blame the North Koreans, and it was definitely one of these guys let some girl from a nightclub into the house. She's picked up his wallet, ran off down the road with it. 500 million later. Um, yeah.
That's nuts.
Oh no, hold on. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to dig into this. Next week, I'm going to come back with all of the tea because
Okay.
it does get more juicy. Apparently, they were also DDoSed as well. So they were also flooded. Their servers were flooded with junk traffic, so that Layer Zero's verifier had to use the compromised verifications.
Sounds all too complex for my small head.
Yeah, it is. It's complex,
You'll
but
have to dumb it down for us
I'll
normies.
read it, but I need to understand it myself first. So I'll read it, and then next week we'll come back with
The
uh,
overview.
the packaged version.
Okay. Right.
So that's it.
Should we go into predictions? I also want to explain before we do the predictions how we nailed Arve. So I think from episode 73, I want to say, I want to say 73 or one of the early 70s. We laid out a double top in Arve on the weekly here, your neckline where my cursor is now at approximately 130. And we also marked out these key areas of support at 115 and at 90. Now, we said when we got down here, we expect to bounce. We bounced here back in early Feb, all the way back up to 130, then dropped again. We come down back into that area of $90 ish, and we bounced again. And I marked out these two areas of interest, i.e., 114 to 130. I believe we put our short in at 110,
Yeah.
give or take
Yeah,
a couple of dollars. Let me have a look. Yeah, so it was Crypto Waffles on the 6th of the 4th, so it would have been 73, I believe. We had an Arve limit short entry at 110 with a take profit of 85. So I know we haven't hit take profit yet, but looking at this on the monthly, it looks great for our trade because that looks horrific. Because if we lose this 90, you're potentially looking at 50. I mean, you'll have a bit of support around 80, give or take. But it opens the windows to 50. So I think we need to agree on what to do with this short.
I'm happy to take it. It's nice 60% return at the minute. So we've done bloody well.
Because just to show everyone, if we go to Vault and we look at Crypto Waffle,
Look at that APR.
ridiculous.
Come on, Jeff. Come on, Jeff.
So this is our Arve trade that's currently on, as you can see. I think, and I propose to you, good sir, that we close 70% of the trade, leave 30% of it remaining short, and we have our stop loss move to say 109, 108. because I think this is one we could be able to leave for a while and could end up being really good. Because as we've learned over the last couple of months, that we need to, or when we discussed going round 2 after we blew up, it was let our winners run.
Yeah.
And this is a major winner. So I think we take 70, let the rest do its thing. As long as we move the stop loss in to take profit, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you agree?
I would agree. Also, interestingly enough, the funding rate on that particular
Yeah, we got a
trade
positive carry as well.
is positive. Yeah, we've got positive.
Yeah, if I move my little screen, you can see it. It's not much, but
It
every
just
little
means
helps.
that you can leave it running, right? Because you don't want to be short.
Although I think in the short term, there probably are a lot of people that are now short RFA because of the hack. So it would not surprise me.
I'll tell you.
If in the short term we do get some sort of like short squeeze, maybe back to 105.
Yeah, no, we're not. As far as funding's concerned, it's not showing shorts crowd in the market.
Right. Okay. Well, maybe some of them have come out already because I mean we did rally back up to 95, so maybe that was a little short squeeze on the shorter time frames.
Yeah. Because
Possibly.
people would have definitely jumped in on the shorts as soon as they heard the hack. Oh, it's gonna Arve's gonna go to zero.
Yeah.
There was some real nonsense being sprouted on Twitter about this is the death of DeFi.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think we could still see a rally back to like 100. But I do think the general trend is lower. So I think we both agree there, which is good.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So predictions from last week. Oh. We are at what I've been looking at for a while. I think the starting to potentially short territory for Bitcoin. Unfortunately, sir, you didn't get a point this week.
I got nothing
for your predictions on Bitcoin. We tagged mine beautifully and went just above, and we peaked out at 78,300. Hyperliquid, we were margins off mine. What did I say mine was? 47.20?
47.
47. We went to a high of 45.7. So a buck and a bit off.
Go on then. You can have that.
Tau, we were both off. I think.
What's Tau doing?
I don't know. A minute ago, I was looking on Twitter. Where was it? I think I saved it. It's this one here. I think this is going to be a good YouTube. Pivotal point for the future ecosystem. We have to sit down with Mog Machine, the co-founder of whatever that is.
It's one of the Tau subnets, subnet 75.
Yeah, so I'm going to watch that. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think our idea is the right idea, wrong timing. I think this just needs a bit of a time to digest.
Okay.
Here before we then probably get a bounce back.
Should we then? Do you play that by having a limit long that only activates when you get out of that range? So maybe a limit long that starts at 265?
Probably not. Like if you're gonna long it, I'd probably just long here and have your stops below this low at like 230.
Okay.
And if you create a fresh low, then it just takes you out.
Yeah.
That's how I'd do it. Platinum literally kissed my target.
Oh my god, this guy's on fire.
We're creating a nice little ball flag here as well. But I think your target is right idea, just wrong timing. I think in another week or so you'll probably be there.
Yeah.
And then wheat. Again, we're both probably a tad early on our predictions, but I think it's going in the right direction.
Oh, what did I say? 630?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said 615, so we topped out at around 6.
No, on Hyperliquid we hit 615.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so you got that. Because I put on a week long.
Right.
And I sold at 612.
Oh, so you got in and out.
Yeah.
Nice. So I had a blockbuster week.
And I had a horrific week. I got 0.
Unlucky.
You had 4-0. What a battle. What a drubbing.
What a pasting.
What a pasting. Oh.
Right. So for this week, now let's have a discussion on this. So for anyone that hasn't been living in a cardboard box, we last week when the markets closed, we had peace talks between Iran and the US. They've now broken down again, but there has, and I was looking at this a minute ago again because I'm always looking at where was it? Might have been on here. So apparently, Iran are sending their demands or another package. It was on here a minute ago. Can't find it now, but they're going to send basically a list of their agreements to Pakistan, who are then going to relay to US their round 2 negotiation stuff. Now, we did last week on the Strait of Hormuz opening and whatnot have this massive week up in the S&P. As you can see, we blasted to new all-time highs, and at the moment we've topped out around 7,185. Now, usually a top never forms in if everyone is bearish, and you'll probably hear a lot.
Again, what did you just say?
A top never forms if everybody's bearish.
By the way, how fake does that green?
What, this here?
How fake does that look?
Yeah, it's fucked. Now, between a lot of people I watch, now there's very controversial things, and it's a very difficult market to trade in because it's very whipsawy. Like, this is a clear topping process here, what we've seen, and then it just got blasted.
What is that? It's like somebody's just drawing on their own ending to the story.
Now, there's a possibility that I think you get what everyone's kind of looking for, like a blow off top, but that's actually just a fake out. So you rally up and then you'll just shit the bed. So i.e. it will look to drag everybody in. Everyone goes, oh my God, like S&P's up at near enough 8K, or we're going to 8K, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden it shits the bed on whatever news and down. I mean, there's the possibility, and I was listening to a forward guidance earlier, that they do just continue to pump the living hell out the stock market until midterms, which is October. So there's a high probability, but we could maybe go to 8K, maybe by the end of the year. But this is a very fragile market, like very fragile. The key thing that I'm watching at the minute is the dollar, because if the dollar breaks higher, the S&P probably sells off. But if the dollar breaks lower, we likely get risk rally. What I don't like here on the dollar at the moment is that yesterday's candle, that candle there, I can't remember what it's called. I want to say it might be a doji or a dragonfly doji. I can't remember. Could be wrong. But that's usually like a bottom signal. That candle with this massive wick underneath and this tiny body at the top. I don't know if you can you see that? Yeah. That one there, that's usually a bottoming signal. So if we are to get the dollar to rally here, you'll probably see this gap get filled at around 99.5. That will mean S&P's likely pull back to, I don't know, 7K again. And that's where effectively you'd want to buy, because this is a breakout. So it's a very difficult market. The key thing to be watching is the dollar for me. Key ways to play this is obviously risk on. Any pullbacks at the moment are to be bought effectively. But as you know, for a while, I've been saying that I think in this 76 to 80K area in Bitcoin, you could look to load shorts. And what is key to determine whether we actually blow past this or not is kind of that trend line there. Because there are a lot of people saying that this was a head and shoulders top, left shoulder here, big rounded head. This was your right shoulder. If that's the case, obviously your head and shoulders target would take you to approximately 50K. But if we were to break through that neckline here at, call it 81 to 82, and we were to get up above it, that's a good sign for Bitcoin to potentially rally back to all-time highs.
Isn't that an inverse head and shoulders then?
No, this is a head and shoulders top. An inverse head and shoulders would have like your head here, and then a shoulder and a shoulder.
So imagine you see where my name's written there, Crypto SI. Imagine
Yeah.
that's the head, and then the shoulder is on the left, and
What,
then
this
we go
here?
no, right from there.
This here?
Yeah, say that's the left shoulder.
Oh, so you're saying so if price action comes up,
Yep.
we
and
then
hang
come
around
down
there.
again.
Yeah.
So yeah, then you could have a potential inverse head and shoulders.
Yeah. And
And
where does that take us to?
That would take you to, give or take, let's imagine that that's there, 150k.
Yeah, bottom's in, baby. Called it.
Let's see.
I called it.
But that's what we got to be looking for. So it's obviously, and at the moment, technically, like this is just a bearish retest. If you're looking at the Bitcoin chart, you've had your clear breakdown, you've had a clear retest. This is where you load shorts. That's wrong if we start closing above and holding this as support. So you can be very flip-flappy here. You just need to know what you want to trade. And I'm going to, until proven otherwise, load shorts personally between this 76 to 82k region, on the assumption that we do go lower.
Even with peace in the Hormuz.
Yeah, but it's not peace. We literally had peace talks for what, 4 days?
Yeah, but
How can you have peace when no country trusts each other? Like the US doesn't trust Iran.
Yeah, you don't need to have.
The biggest thing you could have for the peace trade is what gets discussed between Xi Jinping and Trump in May. That is your big tell. Because if China can get Iran back on a leash, I think, yeah, by all means, let this stuff rally. And you've also got to remember midterms. Like, I think he's going to have to do something. So it's difficult. It's very difficult. It's not easy here at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got this potential double bottom as well with your neckline at, say, 77k. That, give or take, gives you a breakout target to 90. So this could be one hell of a blow off top if we get it. And I know some of the people I follow are talking for a blow off top and looking for risk to rally still. But then also know some of the people I follow and respect are saying that like, top's in. It's not going to be any different from last time. Just let it play out.
Oh, so yeah. Well, that's you can either it goes up or it goes down. Right?
Yeah. And like for me personally, I have risks still on the table. I have more cash than I usually have on the assumption that we maybe do go down. But then again, I'm happy to see how it plays out. Like if we do get those triggers and we start closing back above like 86, 90k, you can get back in. And it's not like you've missed much. From here to 90k, 16% move. If you close back above 90 and hold for a while, you can then be in for a 40% move to all-time highs again.
Yeah.
So I think it's a matter of just being patient here rather than like feeling like you need to rush back into it. Because a lot of people will feel like they need to rush when you just don't.
That second shoulder on the head and shoulders is a bit too small.
This here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a symmetry, head and shoulders as they class it.
Yeah.
But it's still a head and shoulders nonetheless.
Fair enough.
But let's see. So Bitcoin, what do you think for next week? Bear in mind we're at range highs.
Oh, is that your way of telling me to go short, is it?
Well, every time we've got here previously, that was a good opportunity to short. Not to say that we have to come back down to range lows, but even if you were to come back to, I don't know, 72, would you pay the peace trade? Because this is going to be acting as a key area of resistance where we are. Like getting over this, yeah, give or take 76 to 80k region is going to be no easy feat. It's not an easy one. Also, if you look at this white, I think it's the 50-day SMA. Once you get below it, you look at previous cycles, you hit your head, bang. Never normally ends well. Hit your head, bang. Hit your head, bang. Hit your head, bang.
Well, where are we now? Are we hitting our head now?
Yeah, we are hitting our head. So I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? It's not an easy market to trade.
But those ones, have they? What about that other orange one? What day is that?
What's this? What,
You
this
know,
orange one here?
yeah.
So in a bull trend, and like the white and the orange, they're great ones to follow. The 50-day and the 100-day SMA, or 20-day and 50-day. Yeah, 20-day and the 50-day. The 200-day is the green.
Okay.
So usually, or in old cycles, you'd bottom on the 200-day, i.e.
Yeah.
2015,
200 days, well high now.
2019. Last cycle, we didn't. We actually dropped below.
Yeah.
You could argue that's because of FTX blow up, Three Arrows Capital, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And the 60K is where we've already touched. So between here and 60K could be a bottom, like who knows? Some good technicians I follow are looking between 35 to 50.
Yeah, but that's way below the 200 day.
Yeah. But then you could say last cycle was the president to say it's going to drop below the 200-day. So even if we were to drop 30 to 40% below the 200-day, 30% sticks you at 40K, 40% sticks you at 35. So maybe that's where their predictions are coming in.
Yeah. Maybe they're just drunk.
Possibly. Who knows? It's a difficult one. I'm personally think we should, I mean, as a prediction, I think we could go to 80 on some more good news, but I think then we look to play a limit short back to 74, 75. So I'm not saying back to 60.
No.
By any means.
So you are agreeing bottoms in this time round.
Short term. So I'm going to go with a prediction at 81K.
Okay.
Could be wrong, could be too early on this. But I think if we were to get up there, we need to be looking for shorts.
The last times when we was hitting our heads and dropping down, where was the 200-day moving average?
Oh, what, back here, these cycles?
Yeah.
So when we hit our head in 2014, prices at 460, 200-day was sitting at 200, 190, give or take.
200-day, okay.
Yeah, so usually they're very good indicators for like riding the trend. I.e., when you get back above the yellow and the white, like just sit in your spot, do nothing.
Yeah.
When you get below, do nothing, let it fall. It's time capitulation, effectively. You need to be bored shitless of it. Like you'd be like, oh my God, it's doing nothing but go down again. Like, you kidding me, blah, blah, blah. And then once you get back above that trend, like indicated here, and this is in 2023, even if you missed this first move, like you rode that all the way.
Yeah.
And now you're back below it. I think it's just time capitulation again.
So if we get back above that,
if we're to get sustainably back above the white, there's no saying all-time highs are in, like we're going back there, because you then need to clear the orange again. The only time that we've managed to reclaim the white in a bear market, you could argue, is 2018 to 19, where you kind of had a mini bull market where you capitulated at 3K, rallied up to 12, then sold off. And Benjamin Cohen thinks the bear market we're in is very similar to this 2019 period.
It was DeFi summer.
Yeah. So, but that's what I think. I'm going with 81, but there's no way I put a long in here. I look to limit short. What do you think, sir?
I think we're going to range, and we're at the top of the range. So I'm going to say 72.
72.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Hype.
Are we doing hype again? Are we? We haven't chosen what we're going to do.
Hype's the kid on the block. Hype doesn't move.
All right. Can we do Arve as well?
Yeah, we'll do Arve. I would like to put Nat Gas in this week.
Oh yes, go on.
Rather than platinum and wheat.
And can we do Nvidia?
Yeah.
Because I've got a sneaking suspicion DeepSeek V4 is going to come out at some point soon.
So
When it,
Bitcoin, hype, Nvidia, Aave, anything else?
nah, that's 5. Bitcoin hype.
That's
Are
4.
we Nat Gas?
Oh, and that gas, that's it.
Nvidia.
Apologies, sir. Apologies.
No problemo. We're making decent time today, considering we have 8.
Yeah. So Hyperliquid, what do we think? Again, this is another controversial chart. I think I pointed out last week, you got a potential inverse head and shoulders with big targets to all-time highs and beyond. But you also have this rising wedge formation, typically bearish, which if we break down, you could be looking at 25 to 27. But in the shorter term, we're at support.
Oh, well, I'm bullish then. 46.
Ooh, I don't know about that, Jeff. You're going 46, yeah?
46.
Okay. Can I say 43 or is that too close?
No, you could say 43, but if we get to 46, I get 2 points.
Yeah, that's fine. 43 for me.
Okay.
Nvidia. Now look at this bad boy. So again,
I'm shorting.
So there was a lot of people when this was kind of consolidating in here, when this fell below here, getting excited, going, "Oh my god, like it's time to short." Blah blah blah. It's a perfect example of one price respecting the 50-day SMA in orange, as we just showed you, and clear trends on Bitcoin.
Oh yes, yeah, respected that.
As you can see, and if you zoomed in on the daily, you got faked out. So price action comes down, everyone gets scared, piles in on the shorts. Then what happens? V reversal, everyone gets liquidated.
Ouch.
So we're now back into resistance though, around the previous all-time high, around 210 to 200. So where do you think we go from here?
One, I'm going to be bold. I'm going to say 165.
What, in a week?
In a week, sir.
165?
Yeah.
What have you been smoking?
DeepSeek V4 is going to come out.
That'll have that big of an effect?
Yeah.
Why?
It might not be this week, because apparently it moves the needle away from Nvidia's moat of CUDA.
Right. Okay. So well, now you've said that, and I'm looking on the 1 day, I'm seeing this gap.
That's where a sensible person would have put their prediction in.
A gap fill.
Yeah.
But usually in stock gap fills, it could be bearish or bullish. You use that as an opportunity to buy. So again, I'm thinking here, rather than going, say, short to there, you put like a limit buy in and look to play a bounce.
Okay.
Again, but to go short, you'd need to lose this 196, which at the moment you're holding.
All right, let me change my one. I want to change mine to 180.
Yeah, I think that's more sensible.
Yeah. Let me stop being...
Especially within a week.
Yeah, let me stop being special and let me just be normal. I'll say 180.
Okay.
Because also, I think that the hype of them being able to move away from Nvidia will not reflect the reality of Nvidia still won't lose their head start.
Okay. I'm going to say 190. This smaller gap fill.
Okay. Oh, so we're both short, are we?
Yeah. Nat Gas. Now look at this, by the way. Holy mother of Jesus. So in an energy crisis, or supposed energy crisis, Nat Gas has just gone from 570 to 270 in a matter of 3 months.
Russia's back in the market, aren't they?
Yeah. I think this area, and look, if we go, look at this area of support. How many times has it acted as support / resistance on all these occasions? Countless times. I think this calls for another bounce. Even if we're only to come up to 320, 350. I think there's a high likelihood. And look at this weekly candle again. What did we just look at on, what was it, Bitcoin? Earlier when we were discussing dollar.
It was green on the other one. Does that matter?
Sometimes it does. But again, it does look like a bottoming candle to me. So I am going to take a nat gas long. And I want to run it back to 320. $320, please, sir.
Okay, I'm going to join you on 320.
Yeah, we've also got a bullish divergence on the RSI. Arve. I think we could range a bit. After bad news, you either usually get continuation or you get like a small bounce. I'm gonna say, I'll say 100.
Yeah, because what's happened with Tau as well was that they just ranged, didn't they? They dropped and then ranged.
Yeah, they just ranged for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna say 100 for Arve.
I'm gonna say 110. Let's see if I can.
You're going back to 110?
Yeah, let's see if I can get some. I need some points on the board.
110, eh? It's pretty steep.
Mate, Mama never raised no pussy.
Right, okay. That's that. Now over to you, sir, for our trades. And I do need to write down the information.
Oh, DeepSeek V4 gets released in the next 10 days.
Right,
77%. Okay. That might have an effect on NVIDIA. Might do. I'm in the wrong app.
So first of all, we need to adjust our Arve short.
Yep. So let's. I need to connect. Right, so I want to close at market price, 70% of the trade.
Yes, please. Lock in them gains.
Right, and then we want to move the stop loss up to.
We entered at 110, right?
Yeah, 100.
100 and 105, something like that. It's a win-win.
Okay.
Our hype long, what do we want to do with that?
We're both long still, aren't we?
Yeah, we're both still long. What was our entry?
41. 41.7, and we're currently at 41.5.
So looking at the chart, can we have a take, or could we have a take profit at 42.80?
Yeah, go on then.
And then a stop loss, a tight stop loss at 40.
So basically, we want to get out, don't we?
Yeah, we want to get out.
We want to get out of that one.
Or if we can, get away with a bit of profit around 42.
Yeah.
What was our entry on that again, sorry?
41.7.
41.7. Okay, sweet.
Okay. Our vault currently APR is 124%.
You'd love to see it.
Phenomenal.
I do have some more money to move over to you, by the way,
Why?
from our Poly Market, one that closed down.
I don't know how it works.
I need to send that to you, and then you need to deposit into the vault, because that way we can also then take on more deposits.
Right, yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yes, I do. Cool.
So we'll sort that out during the week or something.
Yeah. All right. So trade. Let's
What else do we agree on?
let's put some trades on, lad. I like Nat Gas.
Yeah, I like Nat Gas. Happy to do Nat Gas.
Let's see if we can find actual.
They call it the Widowmaker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
It's not an easy thing to trade, Nat Gas.
Yeah, judging by the chart you showed me, where it was just like
It's very whipsawy.
a mountain range.
Yeah. So I can't imagine it's going to be easy to do on. Actually, are we going to have troubles with Nat Gas on Hyperliquid?
Yes, XYZ. Yeah, we can't do it.
Fuck.
Yeah, we won't be able to do it.
Right, so what else can we do? Or can we do NVIDIA?
I don't think so. I think we can only do.
This is boring, isn't it?
Yeah, this
Right, so we might have to. Have we got any other USDC on the account still? Or
No,
is it all in the vault?
it's all in the vault.
Right, so maybe we need to load
We'll-
up the
we'll do-
standard again.
We'll do. No, we'll just keep it. Well, actually, let's try, because eventually they have to add it, right? So maybe they added it this week. So let's try and do Nat Gas and see if it tells us no.
Yeah.
If we cross
Give
up,
it a go.
you never know. Yeah. Right. So we want to do. What do we want to do? Market long,
Yeah, market long from current price.
3x.
I'd do 2x. Just because it's very volatile.
It's not volatile compared to crypto.
It is. This bad boy can move 20% in a day. And crypto hasn't done any of that for a very long time.
It did do 9%, 10% in a day here. Yeah, it's done 15% there. All right. Okay. So you want 2x?
Please, sir.
Oh no, you can't do it.
Oh,
What
God's
my-
sake,
what
man.
Action.
It's so boring. Well, we do both agree on Arve long.
Well, we're already in at Arve long.
No, we're in a short.
Oh yeah, we are. Why are we in a short if we both agree on a long?
Well, because the short's the one we had open at a good entry. We both agree on the hype, but we're in a hype long, so that's fine. And we do both agree on a Bitcoin. As you know, we don't. What about a Bitcoin limit short?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly what I was about to say.
So, what entry do we want? 79?
Yeah. 79 is good.
Limit short.
Or shall I do 78 900?
Yeah, can do.
How big's our account now?
78 900. Take profit. Should we have your target of 72?
Yeah.
And then stop loss of what, 83?
Yep.
Give us a bit of wiggle room.
Yep. Well, we're gonna put down $178.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. And then I think we do the Nat Gas long, but we do it on our personal accounts.
Okay.
So I'm going to put...
So we haven't got any other. There's no other crypto
No.
trade.
We've already got Arve on. We've already got a hype on.
Arve hype. Yeah. No new ones.
It's so annoying because I want to do Nat Gas.
Yeah.
Actually, if you send me your wallet address quick, the wallet address, for the main wallet, not the vault. I can send you some USDC and we can put it on in the standard bit.
But there's no point because it's not being tracked. Our vault's being tracked.
Yeah, but people can still track the trades. It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we just don't bother. I think
unless we just leave it as Bitcoin hype.
Yeah, we've got free trades on still. We've still got free trades on. We still got 100 and something percent APR. We're still the best in the business, the best to ever do it, the best of all time. I don't think we need to convolute, because otherwise we're just going to convolute the waters, and then we might end up doing more trades on personal wallet and not as many in the vault, and then we don't know what's going on. Can't really tell if we've done well or not. No, I've lost money all over the gaff. How are you feeling about Zcash?
Let me have a look.
It's back at 320.
Let's have a butch. No, I don't know. It's a no touch for me at the moment.
It's in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? It's kind of in a...
Yeah.
Can you hear my son shouting?
Yeah.
He's downstairs, you know. He's all the way down. All the way downstairs on his own, shouting his head off.
Is he gaming?
Yeah.
That's why he's shouting this.
I'd assume so. He's giving somebody in America what for?
He's giving someone a whooping.
Oh gosh. All right. I guess that's it. Oh, do you want me to screenshot this for you?
No, it's all right. I'm literally just putting them all in now as we were live. Arve, the limit short entry was 110, right?
Yeah.
Take profit is... I think it was back there just to where you were.
130.
On Arve?
Yeah, close short.
No, I think that's been closed.
Stop loss.
That's the stop. No, we should have edited that, didn't we, to 105?
85.
105, yeah?
Yeah.
And take profit?
85 is the take profit, because it's short.
Oh, it's leaving that there, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, very
Okay,
short.
sweet.
There's 85.
Okay. Lovely. Right. Well, that wraps up today's Crypto Waffle episode, ladies and gents. And I am going to put on that gas long here, by the way.
Yeah.
So just for people, I'm going to do it live.
Do it in the
where are we?
hold on. Do it in the just let the people know in the VIP.
Okay. Sorry guys. You don't get this alpha for nothing.
No alpha for you.
All right then. Well,
VIP.
that's it. Thank you very much for watching episode 75, ladies and gents. We shall see you next week. So until then, have a great week and we'll see you soon.